Well, hello there. I'm going to try to keep it together here. This is about the real war. It's spiritual warfare. And the Bible tells us that we are not wrestling against flesh and blood, but we're wrestling against evil and wicked principalities, demonic forces, actually. And so, this is the hour, this is the time. In fact, I believe that this is our last battle. It's not the last battle, but I do believe it is our last battle. Our enemy Satan is really ramping things up, and he wants to destroy the family. He wants to destroy our families. He's coming after our families, men. And in my case, I had gotten lazy. I said of myself that I was being selfish because I deemed that I deserved to come home from work and relax and enjoy maybe my favorite programming on TV. Now that may seem all fine and dandy, but it's interesting because we've had some real difficulties in our family over the last couple of weeks, and it's gotten really ugly. And last night I was left just sitting there in disbelief and thinking to myself, wow, congratulations, Philip. What a legacy. Failure as a father, failure as a husband. Good job, way to go. And I just sat there silently staring out into space for a good length of time. Then I got up, went outside, and took a little stroll, and I thought about all that I had listened to. I believe that listening is the key to solving problems, not yapping. This does not mean that I was not wrong at the outset, because quite frankly I got angry and I had some things to say. I didn't use vulgarity, but I let it be known that I was displeased. And then came a time when I began to hear and listen to what was the real problem. And when the dust had settled and I'd returned home and I was standing before the mirror, I remembered what God had said to me a couple hours before the fallout. And he said, remember what I said. I am not mocked. The seeds that you have planted, you will harvest. So I knew something would be coming down the pike. I didn't know it was coming that fast, but it came, and it came fast. So at the end of the day, it is not my wife's fault. It is not my daughter's fault. It's my fault. Me, okay? Why? Because I have not stepped up to the plate and been the man of God that he intends me to be. I have failed in the spiritual leadership of my family. No more. This doesn't mean that I have provided zero spiritual leadership, but much less than I should be. So God allowed this to happen to get my attention, and he got it. So, no more foolishness. This is serious business. I am not going to allow Satan to destroy my family. Step up to the plate if you're like me. And even if you're doing better than I am, he's going to come after your family. Men, this is the time that we have got to step up, and we have got to provide the spiritual leadership to our families that God has designed for us to do. And only then will the problems be solved. Because out of our obedience to God, their solution will come. I was devastated. My heart was so crushed that when I went to work this morning, I literally had difficulty breathing and I didn't know if I could make it through the day. But God is good and He sends people to encourage. And I want to encourage you, and I'm there with you. We got to step it up and defend our families. God is with you.